everybody. Welcome to Britpop's React. You're me,
Hello.
BP1 and BP2. We're back for another informational video for us to learn a bit about the USA's national parks. We've got the 20 best ones here, created by the Creative Travel Guide site. Be interesting to know. I don't really know off the top of my head too many national parks in the US. I know Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Struggling
after that.
So I'm looking forward to this so I can learn a bit about the US.
Obviously we've got Polton's Park.
Which is
what have we got?
For all you guys, well, we've got the New Forest.
New Forest,
That's
you can class
park.
that as a park,
South Downs, I think, is classed.
So,
Stuff like
Yorkshire Moors, Snowdonia, those sort of things.
Yeah, Cotswolds.
Not
really a lot. No.
I expect some of these parks are bigger than most of those places that we've just mentioned, to be fair.
I would imagine so. If this is maybe it's the first time you're watching us. I don't know why I've got the scoreboard up. That's not going to help everyone, is it? Come along with us at Britpop Shack. Hit the subscribe button if you watched us before, or maybe this is the first time you're watching us. Lots of information on the channel around USA, for instance, that we're trying to learn. Music reactions, comedy and sport. So do come along and join us. It is free. All right, mate. Should we get into this?
Yeah,
Start looking at these.
It already
parks.
looks impressive, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Do you reckon that's Yellowstone? I don't know. Let's just go with
some breathtaking national parks that needs to be explored. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we share the 20 best USA national parks.
They look cool, don't they? Don't get them over here.
No.
Looking for more travel tips? Make sure to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell.
Down a little bit.
So firstly, we have Redwood National Park. Known for its giant ancient trees, Redwood National Park is a fascinating place to explore. Located in Northern California, you can drive here from San Francisco and Portland, making it the ideal weekend trip from both cities. The park offers plenty of walking trails for all types of visitors and is a must-visit in the USA. Next we have Zion National Park. Explore the wonders of the Zion National Park, admiring the sandstone cliffs and narrow canyons. Fly into nearby Vegas or Salt Lake City, rent a car and explore at your own leisure. Perhaps consider spending a night at one of the lodges in the park. Make sure to drive along the Zion Canyon Scenic Drive and hike one of the popular trails. Known as the driest, hottest and lowest national park in the US, Death Valley can be often overlooked. There are plenty of places to stay in Death Valley, making a self-drive option the preferred choice, although tours are available from Vegas as well. This is a unique park and you must visit, but make sure to avoid the summer and arrive early to enjoy the stunning sunrises and dramatic backdrops.
Okay.
I bet it's dark as anything and you get to see a beautiful sky.
Visit some of the world's largest trees at the Sequoia National Park. This park is enchanting and impressive with its gigantic trees and deep canyons. Head to the Crystal Caves or stay among the elevated landscapes in one of the cabins within the park. Unlike some of the other parks on this list, the best time to visit is during the summer months when the weather is warm and reliable. The park is open all year.
Yeah, the Sherman Tree Trail. So I've seen that tree rings a bell, and I can't put that tree rings a bell. Is that the biggest tree in the world? I think that's the biggest. I think that somewhere along the line I've looked and I've seen the biggest tree in the world, and that is gated off.
As in height?
I think as in I'm not
width.
Sure. I
can't be width. Because I know.
Why not?
Yeah, well, because I was saying earlier there was a tree. There's somewhere where there's a tree, and they've actually tunnelled through the tree, and you drive through the tree to get to somewhere.
Right. Well, I don't know. They're stood quite a way back, so if they were to walk up quite close, I don't know. We'll see. Secure National Park.
Right.
Let us know in the comments.
It is quite large.
Yeah, it is a big one. It may be. I think this is the biggest tree in the US. I'm not sure. I don't think it's the world's biggest tree, but it's definitely the biggest tree in the US, I'm sure. Moving on.
But some areas of the park close from September onwards and winter sees snow. Arguably the most famous national park in America, the Grand Canyon is a must-see whilst travelling the USA. Many tourists visit the canyons from Vegas, with tours available from the Las Vegas Strip to the various national parks nearby. The best time to visit the Grand Canyon is from March to May or September.
See, what I don't get, I mean, it's just a canyon after a canyon, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not coming across here very well, but you've got this canyon here. Hang on, this canyon here, sorry.
Yeah.
And then this canyon goes into this canyon, which goes into
just
this
drops
canyon.
Down even further and further
then what you
down.
Can't see is this line here, this ridge, is actually the top of another canyon. There's a gorge right the way through there. So it's it's incredible, isn't it?
All eroded over time. You know, when was that ever sort of one flat plane? You know, impressive. And then when you see that, you know, the river going through the canyons, how high the canyons are, brilliant.
Yeah, it's incredible, really. Thumbs up on the channel on this video would be grateful if you could do that. If you're enjoying watching this, learning with us, or maybe you're from the States and you're thinking, you know,
a couple of idiots.
Do you agree with these guys?
Yeah.
You know, and you're going to give us some more information to it, then yeah, much appreciated. So if you could just thumbs up on the video, it would help. All right.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
September to November. This is when the temperatures are cool, whilst the sites aren't as crowded. The summer is very busy and incredibly warm.
Okay.
Yellowstone National Park is a popular and beautiful place to visit in the USA, with highlights such as the Grand Prismatic Spring, a hot spring and volcano, the erupting geyser named Old Faithful, and the gorgeous Yellowstone Lake. Visit during May to October to fully experience the park. Not all the roads are open in the winter months. Next we have Mount Rushmore. So this massive structure carved into rock is an amazing sight to see. Located in South Dakota, the national park sees around 3 million tourists every year and is a popular USA destination to visit. Plan at least...
I can't believe this. I'm watching this now. Obviously, I knew the statues, right? Now, obviously Mount Rushmore, but I didn't. For some reason in my head, I never thought it was that big.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was just on like a small hill. Didn't realise it was carved to that sort of scale.
Yeah, massive, mate. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Jeez. And where's this?
That's still Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, where is Mount Rushmore? In America. Not sure.
At least 2 hours to explore the park, but note that there is no overnight accommodation within the park itself. You can, however, choose to stay in Rapid City, located 35 miles away from Mount Rushmore. Visit the stunning but stark landscape of the Joshua Tree National Park, where two types of desert meet. This is a peaceful and gorgeous park, offering picture-perfect views for travel photographers. Head along the many walking trails or try rock climbing at Echo Cave. Visit the gigantic boulders on the Arch Rock Trail or walk among cacti. There are campsites in the national park too, giving you the opportunity to sleep under the zillions of stars. Just remember to never leave your car to explore without carrying a water bottle, and bear in mind that October to May is peak season, so do visit during this time but arrive early.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting trees. It's always amazing when you see interesting
vegetation.
Yeah, that's a good word. Yeah.
Next we have Glacier National Park. This park is part of the world's first international peace park and celebrates the peace and friendship between the USA and Canada. With 35 glaciers and 25 active glaciers, this lesser-known park looks simply stunning. Just make sure to plan at least 3 days to really explore this park.
That is like a Bob Ross.
Grand Teton.
That was like a Bob Ross classic, wasn't it? Those.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I mean the old
drummer from the Eagles.
That's the one, yeah. If you're regular on the channel, that's a joke. No.
That's
just
stunning,
look at the
isn't it?
trees.
Look at
it's incredible. Just like over here. Just.
As far as the eye can see, they must go.
It just looks lovely. You almost want to stroke it.
Yes, yes.
Beautiful. All right.
It's like you come in
Next
close
we
to a bit of
have
shag
Grand
pile.
Teton National Park. This national park offers gorgeous mountains and reflections in the surrounding lakes, as well as plenty of different trails to hike.
Brilliant.
Visit this national park from mid-May to late September to experience the best weather and hiking trails. At this time, all the visitor centres are also open, and park activities like fishing and kayaking are also open as well.
Cool.
So many people flock to Florida for the theme parks, but visiting the Everglades National Park is also a must. With alligators and birds surrounding you, the Everglades is unlike any other park you will see. Popular activities in the park include airboats, cycling, birdwatching, camping, kayaking and fishing. Visit the Everglades from December through to April to enjoy the low humidity and lack of downpours. This is Florida's dry season.
Look at that. That's
Next we have White Sands National Monument. Wow. So this national park can be found in New Mexico and has varied open times throughout the year. This is an incredibly unique park and absolutely stunning, so plan to spend at least 2 to 3 hours in the National Monument if you wish to drive through, play in the sand a bit and visit the visitor centre.
Okay.
The Acadia National Park, known for its dark sky, Cadillac Mountain and sandy beach. Visit here if you love to stargaze and hike through stunning, untouched nature. Visit the park in late spring and fall for pleasant weather, or head here in September to avoid the crowds.
Look at that. I mean, that's got to be autumn, isn't it? I mean, look at the colours there.
Oh, you'll be getting your palette out again, won't you?
Hey, yeah, get your old palette out. That's amazing.
Bit of wet on wet.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Lovely. All right, here we go.
Next we have Yosemite National Park.
Oh, Yosemite.
This is a beautiful park and one of the best national parks in the USA.
Yeah,
Visit Tunnel View for an easy, accessible, panoramic viewpoint. Then head down the road to Bridal Veil Fall.
Apples.
Wasn't that where
to the Yosemite
the young
Falls,
man
the tallest waterfall in North America,
yes,
but also get great views from Cook's Meadow.
Hey, beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice. Certainly got some parkage up there, haven't they?
It's definitely, mate. Puts us to shame, doesn't it, really?
Yes, indeed, yeah.
Got the Scottish
Home
Highlands.
to the largest collection of hoodoos or tall columns of rock on Earth, Bryce Canyon National Park is a unique place to visit. The national park is in Utah, about a 4-hour drive from Salt Lake City and Las Vegas, or just under 2 hours away from Springdale. Combine your road trip with a Zion National Park trip for a fun journey around these gorgeous parks in the region. Summer from June to September offers warm weather, however book hotels and rental cars in advance because this is probably the most crowded time of the year.
I'm going to ask a really stupid question here, but they almost look man-made.
Right, okay. Again,
are they man-made?
No.
Or they can't be, can they?
No, they were very, very
scale.
tall. No, they look like the ant hills, termite hills, didn't they?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
But I guess it's just what the rock's made of, and it just gets worn away by erosion.
It's just a colour, isn't it? It's beautiful colour, isn't it?
May and October are shoulder seasons with pleasant temperatures during the day and cooler temperatures during the evening. Photographers will love Bryce Canyon during the winter when the park is covered with snow and there are very few people around.
It's amazing.
Next we have Arches National Park. Located in eastern Utah, the Arches National Park is incredible. Covering 77,000 acres, this park is full of oddly shaped sandstone monuments and formations, offering excellent views for all travellers. Learn more about the park at the visitor centre and make sure to bring your camera to this stunning park. Next we have the Rocky Mountain National Park. Not far from Denver, Colorado, the Rockies make for the perfect day trip from the city. Offering magnificent landscape views, this national park has more than 300 miles of scenic trails and over 118 peaks. A popular and perhaps the most stunning trail is the Emerald Lake Trail, a 4-mile round trip with spectacular views. Wow. Then we have the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Straddling the border between North Carolina and Tennessee, the Great Smoky Mountains National Trail offers lush forests and beautiful wildflowers that bloom all year round. Hiking trails take you along streams, rivers and waterfalls, but make sure to head to the observation tower for breathtaking scenic views of the mist-covered mountains.
Impressive views.
These mist-covered mountains. Heard that before.
Then we have North Cascades National Park. Located in Washington, the North Cascades National Park is a vast wilderness full of mountains, glaciers and lakes. Make sure to head to Ross Lake and take the Thunder Creek Trail. Expect jaw-dropping landscapes and an abundance of wildlife.
See, that's more of what you would catch in Britain, isn't it?
Yes.
That's more what you would see in Britain because it's raining.
Yes. Overcast,
bleak,
misty, looks cold.
But the forestry, vegetation in the forest looks similar to what we would get here. A lot of ash trees and, the rocks. It just seems very, very similar. Not so much necessarily the valleys there of height, but I've got a couple of walks that I do around here which look very similar to the standard walk there as you're walking through the forest. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is alien.
Interesting. I mean, I just sneakily pulled up the British national parks, and of course, instantly I noticed that there's Dartmoor and Exmoor, which are just down the road from me. So we got 15 national parks. Dartmoor, Exmoor being one of them. 2 of them: Lake District, New Forest, Northumberland, North York Moors, Peak District, South Downs, Yorkshire Dales. And then little Brecon Beacons and so on and so forth.
So we didn't do too bad right at the beginning, did we? We
got a few. Cairngorms, Loch Lomond, Trossachs up in Scotland. So there are some beautiful places to visit. And as you mentioned earlier, the Highlands of Scotland. Some beautiful vistas up there. Holtman's Park's worth a visit too, though.
All right, let's keep going.
In this unique national park. Next we have Saguaro National Park. The park is named after the large saguaro cactus native to this environment, making this park a standout national park and a must to visit.
Wow.
Watch this video for the 20 best things.
Well, now I know a lot more than I did when I started this video.
Indeed. Yeah.
Some amazing places there.
Look stunning, don't they? I mean,
No, I was going to say, the Bryce Valley looks great. I'm not sure I could be bothered. It sounds like it's in the middle of nowhere and it's going to take a while to get there, but it's probably something you're never going to see on Earth again like that. So maybe it really is worth that sort of trip,
Indeed, yeah.
That's cool.
And as we've done before, we've already sort of done places to live, to live with $1 million or what it buys you. We always sort of instantly think of your New Yorks and your Californias, but I mean these places are stunning, aren't they? And just so much more to see out there. So impressive. Enjoyed that. Is that all of them? Are there more that they missed out? Were those the ones you would have picked if you lived there?
Yeah, let us know in the comments. BP3, by the way, is asleep. Just in case you
can hear him?
We can hear him. Yeah, the snoring in the background isn't somebody else we're watching, but
I think it's my dulcet tones that put him to sleep.
Put him to sleep. All right, there you go. Learned a lot about that. Yeah, enjoyed that one. We've been wanting to do that one for a little while, so it's good to see that. Let us know in the comments anything else that we should be checking out, or maybe there's a video on a specific park. Let us know about the old Sherman tree there. So give us a bit more information on that. Be handy.
Okay.
Until tomorrow for another reaction from us. It's a goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from him. So about Polton's Park, mate. Just down the road.
Give it a rest.
He's a 20th century